Welcome back everybody, Dan here for Sim Racing Source. Thanks so much for joining in for today's video. So as promised, I wanted to make a quick video comparing these two seats here. I don't think that I have seen a video that has both of these seats in the same video side by side, kind of giving you a visual comparison of these, which is the main reason I wanted to do this. This is not going to be a very scientific thing. But I did want to show you the difference. Now, both of these seats, obviously, you can see the branding here, are from GT Omega. Now, this is not a sponsored video. I did purchase both of these seats at separate times. I actually have had this seat on my right for many, many years, and it was part of the package with my old GT Omega ART cockpit. And this seat I purchased recently to be the seat on my primary rig now, which is my SimLab GT1 Evo cockpit. And so that's how I ended up with both of these. You can still currently buy both of these seats on GT Omega's website individually or as a package with a cockpit of your choice. They have several. And this is going to cost you about $170, and then this is going to cost you a little over $200, like $210, I think. So there's not a huge difference in price here, but this one obviously is a little more expensive. They also have a third seat that I do not have, obviously, that sits right in the middle, called the RS9 seat. It's more of a racing-inspired seat similar to this RS6 seat, whereas this seat, which is the XL-RS seat, is more of just a more comfortable everyday seat, and it's intended for larger individuals. While I'm not huge, I'm about 195, 200 pounds, and I was just looking for something more comfortable for my main rig. And so I will still continue to use this RS6 cockpit, or this RS6 seat on my GT Omega cockpit as a backup cockpit to do some various reviews with other wheelbases I have and pedal sets and things like that. So, you know, this is going to be on my main rig. This will be my backup rig for other things. And so that's how I ended up with both of these. And I wanted to kind of talk really quick. Like I said, this is not going to be scientific because you can pretty much see everything I'm going to tell you. But I wanted to kind of just real quick just tell you the differences here. So like it looks, this seat is to hold you in and this seat is for comfort. As far as how plush these seats are, this RS6 is a very stiff seat. It's comfortable. I've sat in it for hours and hours at a time with no issues. It's very comfortable, but both the bottom and the top is extremely stiff. Whereas this seat is going to be a lot more cushy, both in the back and the bottom. Now, my reason for going with this seat is because I didn't really need anything that would hug me. I just knew I was going to be spending a lot of time in my rig, so I wanted something that was going to be more comfortable. And this quite certainly is the more comfortable seat. So this is the cooler looking seat, I think. It looks more racy. So if you're going for a racier look, don't feel bad about spending the $160, $170. This is a fantastic seat. You can't go wrong with the RS6 seat. It's a great seat. But I think this is going to be more suited for larger individuals and just for more comfort. As you can see, the pad on the bottom is way thicker than over there on the RS6 seat. I will mention one quick thing, and this, maybe they just made a change or whatever. This seat is not exactly what is shown on the website anymore. So I am going to spin this a little bit. The latching system and the hinge area, so where the two seats come together, is not the same as what it used to be. If you go on the website and you look at this XL-RS seat, it has this style of hinge. It's a one-piece hinge that is put together at GT Omega, and then they send you this seat as one piece. This seat, to my surprise, came as two pieces. Same box, but the bottom was separate from the top, and I had to put them together. Being that you have to put it together, the metal hinging system is different. And whereas, I mean, all this stuff here, if you can see, this is where my cats have been tearing the seat up. I've had it for a long time. But if you didn't see where they were tearing the seat up, it would just look like one piece of leather here, and there's no holes for screws. Whereas this seat, if I were to remove this plastic piece, you'll see where the screws actually go through the leather and bolts where I had to put the two together. I think both of them are fine. I don't think one's really better than the other, but I do prefer the look of this better. And I'll see if I can flip this around and show you this side. See, let me show you a comparison of the same sides here. See how this doesn't have, it's just more simple, and there's no screw holes here. And I know this is durable because I've used this for a long time and not had any issues with it. This, I'm kind of not so sure if this whole thing is going to be as durable. I can only assume it will be. I mean, I've not had any issues with GT Omega products at all, so I'm sure it will be durable, but I thought I would mention it. This is not what is shown on their website. So yeah, maybe this will be helpful to somebody. I don't know. I just wanted to make a video showing these seats side by side together so you can see the difference. GT Omega RS6 seat, about 170 bucks. GT Omega XL-RS seat. So bottom of the line, top of the line in the GT Omega lineup of seats. Again, there's one that sits in the middle that is an all black RS9 seat. You can get that one as well. I think it's 190 bucks maybe. So you're looking like $20 jumps from here to the RS9, and then from the RS9 to this, about a $20 jump. All in all though, they're very competitively priced with each other. So you want to pick the seat that you think you'll be more comfortable in. I think the $40 difference is not going to make a huge difference from here to here. It's just, do you want the sportier seat or do you want the more comfortable seat? I can tell you both of them are very comfortable. This is more plush. This just hugs you more, a little bit firmer padding in it, but it's still very comfortable. Like I said, I have spent, you know, sessions of multiple upon multiple hours in this, and I've had no issues, and I'm sure this one will be the same. The one thing I will say is this is like a fake leather or maybe a vinyl, and I'm sure it's the same material on both of these. It's some kind of pleather or vinyl or something. If it's hot, like it gets hot in this room sometimes, you do sweat. Like I feel like I get a little bit sweaty because these don't breathe that well, or at least this one didn't breathe that well. I'm assuming this one's going to be the same. But that's just the, you know, that's the way it works when you purchase a seat with this material. But overall, I mean, you can't go wrong with either of these seats. Like I said, guys, I've been extremely happy with GT Omega products in general for a long time. And, you know, I think that I'm going to be happy with this one, and I think I'll get many more years out of this one. And, yeah, so I just wanted to give you a comparison. So RS6 seat, XL-RS seat, both GT Omega products, both great build quality, look good, smell good, feel good. I think I'll get plenty of years of use out of both of them, and you know, some more years of use out of this one too. So if this helped you out, guys, please click that like button. As always, I appreciate you watching the video, and I'll talk to you in the next video. We'll see you later.